you can print out, and you can go like a turtle, go slowly, or you can drive a, I don't know how to say that animal, but you can like drive a car. You can go really, really fast. So we have so many modules. Every module already have 12 like sectors, 12 lessons, and so we have 9. When I joined, we only had 4, I think. So now they added every week. So what we learn from here, it's not just the old words. Like when I learned English from China, I learned from a book. When I open the book, it talks about something. Every example is, in 1950. And then the president lost it for somebody. I don't even remember. It's like old history. What we are learning here, they add in every week. They talk about something just happened last week. And after we learn this, we can really talk to the local people. They thought, oh, wow, you're up to date. I said, no, I just learned from En101. You can say that's the way you can learn. With the pictures, it's a lot easier, a lot more fun, and fast. Because you don't have to think about it, like for me, right? If you look at this, I got to translate it into Chinese. It's 鸡腿, it's the chicken legs. I have to think about it into Chinese. Usually the books always like that, right? They write in Chinese, then you, into your mind, oh, 鸡腿. And then you said, oh yeah, the chicken legs. Then you realize what it is. And here, tell you, you look at it, and then you have the image in your mind, and then they give you the English word, and give you the English pronunciation. So everything just fast, just give you the image, instead of translate twice into your head. So that's for a little higher level. In the English Learning Center, we can use the words and fill in the gaps. How many languages we can learn here? I keep saying, oh, I'm learning English, I'm learning English. That's true. I really don't want to learn another language. It's much more difficult than I thought. But since I have En101 now, I think, oh, I probably can learn a little bit of Spanish. So the language here we have English, obviously, and we can learn Chinese, as I said earlier, for various reasons. Learn some Chinese and go to China. Because most of Chinese people in China still don't speak English, so it's very useful if you can speak some Chinese way before you go to China. And so is Korea, even Japan, I think. It's good idea to know a little bit of the language. And then we can learn Russian, and we can learn Spanish, Japanese, and German. Hey, you know German, I know. And more to come. As I said, when I joined, we can only learn English, Chinese, Spanish. Why Spanish? Because Richard's wife speaks Spanish. So now we have so many languages now, and more to come. Hey, that's how we learn Chinese. That's very interesting. That's how we learn Chinese. You know, Chinese have the pinyin. That's how the English-speaking people, or like the foreigners, non-Chinese, relate to Chinese, because the characters are too difficult. And somebody even talked to me and said, hey, why don't you Chinese remove those characters, just use pinyin? I said, are you crazy? That's our pride. We can write it, we can read it, we have meaning in it, and we have culture attached to it, we have history. But I know it's difficult for you. Sorry. You can use pinyin. That's why we have pinyin here, and also we have the nice characters here too. What else we have is very difficult for you to learn Chinese. What is it? Tones. You're right. I can share with you a little bit why I changed my name to Julie. I wasn't called Julie when I was in China. My Chinese name is Yang Zhu. It was a very nice name my father gave to me until I came to Canada. The foreigners put everything on the first tune. So Chinese know now here, Zhu is Yang Zhu. My first name is Zhu. Then they don't pronounce it. They pronounce it with the first tone. Everybody does that. Then they call me Zhu. This pig. So I said, no, I cannot keep this name. And then I chose something similar. Then I'm Julie. I don't want to be called pig. So in here, we have that. We show you the tones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 tones. So when you learn Chinese here, you can look at the character if you can. Otherwise, look at the pinyin with the tones. It's a good Chinese program. I really recommend it. I learned it. I asked my daughter to learn it. And my daughter is 6. I mentioned it. I wasn't in a rush to ask her to learn English. In my thoughts, that's easier. And she can read Chinese book a little bit with some new thing, right? But she can read. She really learned Chinese from her. She's a Chinese. She learned Chinese from En101, who was founded by an American. Oh, that's the first thing we like the best, right? While we're learning, we want to have an exam. Is that true? No. But that's some with motivation for us to learn the languages. We want to know how much we learned. We want to know what progress we made. So, take exams. They have perfect exams in here to show your progress. And you can print out your lessons as a study guide. Also at the end, if you pass all the exams, you can get a certificate. You can print your own certificate with a nice En101 stamp on it. In many, many countries, like in China, if you want to get a good job in some companies, like foreigner companies or some companies requires English, you can show them the certificate. It really helps. So we can get a university certificate. You can call it En101 University. Another thing about the business 101 learning. The business English, the business language is very important. We have many Chinese here. We have probably the same experience. At least I have that. When I came to Canada, I have my master's degrees and I had 10 years working experience. But when I just joined the company, I really appreciated they hired me, even when I couldn't really speak much English. And then I sit in the cubicle, I programmed for about 4 years, and my coworkers said, "How come you're so quiet? We don't even notice you are here or not." I look at them, I didn't say that, but I was thinking, I didn't want to be